It's called I See the Roar. I could hear the roar, that unmistakable roar, somewhere between 1,000 rattling rocks and a room full of orgasmic vampires. It would stop me in the middle of my homework or later in the summer under a bush in a game of hide and seek. My head would turn and my imagination would take me to the bleachers, screaming for Rocky Colavito to park one or to Al Kaline in front of the 325-foot right field sign, firing an inning-ending laser to home plate. My home was a city block away, but it might as well have been 100 miles, save for the roar. I loved that roar. Even then, Tiger fans in this city were rabid. My brother-in-law, Reno, would have me mesmerized with his endless stream of Tiger stats and stories. 1950s replays they were, and maybe more vivid. Your imagination paints quite a picture when you let it go. Too often now, I fear, our imagination comes on the 52-inch screen, and flat at that. Easily you turn it on, more easily you turn it off. My imagination was always simmering, needing just a little boost to fire up and repaint or maybe even invent a scene, bright and crackling, no commercials. So I could be immersed in whatever had my attention, then the roar. And off I'd go, my imagination billowing. Years later, a mop-haired, gangly kid from the East Coast would energize Tiger fans and, in fact, baseball fans all over the world like never before. The Bird, Mark Fidrich, galloped into Tiger Stadium, arms and legs always akimbo. They never seemed to be headed in the same direction, with his curls unfurling, flipping and flopping toward yet more points of the compass. That is, until he settled in, pitch after pitch, and stared down the 60-foot 6-inch visual line to home plate. Uncanny and nearly unmatched focus would have big league batters flailing or harmlessly glancing grounder after grounder off of his low pitches to the ready gloves of the Tigers infielders. Game after game, Tiger fans would erupt into even greater roars than ever before, if that was possible. Every foot of the old stadium would be crammed with ecstatic Metro Detroiters and visitors cheering madly with every pitch, Cokes, beer, and popcorn spilling and tumbling everywhere. Tiger Stadium almost literally rocked in those days. Nothing surpasses the enthusiasm and pure joy of a child for its games and preoccupation, and no grown major leaguer came closer than the Bird to that state, even if it was, or maybe because it is, a child's game. Recently, I was at the Detroit Athletic Club, which sits over Madison Avenue in downtown Detroit. Comerica Park is a stone's throw away. You can see right into the eerie blue glowing left field stands from the DAC courtyard. On this night, the Tigers were sending the Yankees home for good, winning the crucial third game of the playoff series. Talking to a gentleman at the club outside, we were in mid-sentence when the roar came, flooding along the buildings between us and the park. And as the roar subsided, a tear came sneaking out of my eyes. My imagination had started to take me to the stadium, Tiger Stadium, not Comerica, when I looked up and saw the new park instead of my old, beloved stadium. I turned my head and went back, if only in my mind, to Tiger Stadium to celebrate not the Tigers' victory, which was sweet, but the priceless memory of my youth and the magnificent power of imagination. Thank you.